Hello and welcome to Redstone Tutorials with Drew and Zach. Today,
Hey, guys.
we'll have Zach leading the videos. Last time I kinda hogged all the glory, but this time you're stuck in the ground. Sweet! Anyway, let's start off here with Inversion isn't that bad. Because nobody liked the game Inversion. It was terrible.
I'll take your word on that one. We're going to start out here with the simplest of anything you could ever do with Redstone. Input, output. Simple. If the lever is off, you don't have a current. If it's on, the current exists. This is a step up. The inverter. If it's off, there's a current. If it's on, there isn't.
Ooh, fancy. Now who built
Here.
all these fancy doodads?
You'll have to ask.
It doesn't
Produce.
matter, I built them, but it doesn't matter. 5 o'clock already? Jeez.
Yes, and I like these circuits a lot. They're good for making lighthouses and some other stuff. We're not really going to go into that much in this video, though. Just going to show you how it works. The redstone torches and their power properties cancel each other out, and it keeps cycling.
Cool.
Okay.
Now, I'll go ahead and take this next one. You can have the second pulsar, but over here we have pulsing with joy. We have 2 other different types of pulsars. This is my personal one because I was tired of big pulsars like that, or that's a little big. What you do with this one is you double tap that, and the server lags. Perfect. No, just like that. And it goes back and forth, just like a 5 o'clock, but it's actually quicker. What you do is you can do it quicker, like that, or you can change the pulse, elongate it even more. Sometimes it does that when you're elongating the pulse. It's not a big deal, you can just always start over. Right, what do we have over here?
Oh my gosh. Right here we have a rapid pulsar with a lever mechanism. And we'll just turn this on. And right here we have the rapid spastic siege redstone torches and their power properties. And turn it off, simply push the opaque block over here to cut off power to the other side.
There's one problem with this one because it causes a bit of server lag.
It does.
It's turning on and off so fast that it has to render each line of key over and over again, and it's pretty hefty on your servers. But it works in single player very nicely. Alright, over here we have, well, you can read and
here we have an AND gate where this and this have to be off. For the power to be off. They have to be on for the power to be on. I don't know why they were both on anyway.
we were testing earlier. Might as well be honest.
NAND. Both have to be on for the power to be off.
Cool.
Basically, the inverter property. And here,
over here, we have, this is a bit of a deep joke, of On or Off by John Redstone. If anyone gets that, leave a like or a comment about it.
okay, we have the OR gate, which is, you use this one, or this one. You can't use both of them. It's just impractical. And over here,
Blasphemy. I gotta turn
it's
this
pretty much...
This is ridiculous. I'll turn my sound down a bit too.
Here it's the
Sorry.
same thing, except it uses the inverter property. As you can see, I don't have to explain this all the time, hopefully. And yeah, that's a few basic ones. And then over here, I'll let
I'll go ahead and throw
the
this out
big...
there. If the game was a bit too loud, oh, sorry about that. My game was up a little loud, but it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, here
The
we go.
extendables.
Have you ever run into a problem where there wasn't enough length of wire?
Yeah!
Well, if you don't want to use a classic repeater, well, if you do want to use it, dang it, if you do want to use a classic repeater, you can, and it recharges the power, and it sends you off building farther and farther away from where you started. And then here we can see both.
Sweet.
And the classic repeater's slightly obsolete, but not completely.
This is the new repeater. Less space taken up. Alright, now it's gonna get a little confusing. Because right here we have a NOR latch. Take it away. Please take it away, it's confusing me.
Well, you're gonna have to come with me so they can see.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
You gonna start down
let's
here?
just state that right here, this torch is providing all the power right now, just so they know.
Okay.
Then we have the repeaters to keep it from backlashing, and they're powering these redstone torches, which turns them off, of course.
Ooh, fancy.
And you have to power the side that doesn't have any power to it already to make this work right. Opening the doors.
So walk through. Alright.
Now you got these closed from hitting this, and then the pressure plates just allow you to get out easily.
That was an interesting pressure plate sound. It has looped itself like 19 times.
I think
Little
that does it for this little part right here. Let's move on to the big boy.
I will add really quick that over here you can have the inputs anywhere as long as it hooks up to this line of redstone. So you can hide your actual opening method. Okay, so here's where I'm going to take over the explanation because I devised this. This is just in case you weren't quite confused out of your mind yet. I devised this on a server we had. This is what I call my bank vault latch. Over here we have our password latch. We'll go ahead and hit in the password. I have redstone not torches, redstone lamps underneath it to show which ones need to be on. Now, what I do is, there's only 5 levers here that actually do anything, but there's 9 levers here in total. The thing is, 4 of these are just in here to do nothing, but confuse. See, there's no redstone out the back for those 4? But anyway, let's start over here with these 2 levers. These 2 levers come out, and since they're both in the correct position, they both provide power, which turn these 2 torches off. Using the AND gate properties, it provides power to this AND gate. Same thing happens over here, but it's mirrored. Now over here, this AND gate provides power to this AND gate, if all 4 of those levers are in the correct position. Now, so we can have an odd number of levers, because that always works out better, we have just this lonely guy here on the end. Doesn't get to do anything until all the way down here at this AND gate. This one is from those 4, this is from the 5th. Once all of those in their correct position, it powers out this way, follows down here, out here. We have this final AND gate, which I like to call the actual bank latch, because this is the actual latching mechanism. That's just the password mechanism. It comes in, and excuse me, you're standing in the way. Alright, now I can see the sign. This represents the password. When this is off, the password is in correctly. This represents the switch. You have two switches, one on the inside, one on the outside. That, when it's off, it represents the switch has been pressed. And then this just goes downwards and underneath and just, provides power to the door. That's pretty insane stuff down there. I'm not gonna lie. We just have two inverters down there because I had to do a little vertical redstone. I'll actually drop down there and show you guys. Comes in pretty straight, inverts, comes over here, and it hits this. For vertical redstone, I used a vertical inverter, so it comes over and inverts again, so it comes out the original power. Alright, so we have the right password in, hit this, a little bit of lag, a lot of redstone, and the door opens. Hit this, same thing happens, the door closes. Well, play the part of a bank robber.
Okay.
Just open the door and come on in. Look, he's just gonna come in and he's gonna steal all your riches. Now, over here we have this indoor locking system. Do you mind walking outside real quick and closing the door behind you once you get out there? Just go ahead and flip either of those buttons. Again with the over sounding it, dang. We have in here, he can just open it, but over here we have this indoor locking system. I flip this simple little lever, and out here, using the properties of redstone not being able to move at angles, like that, it can't squeeze between the small crack, which actually shouldn't be a crack, between those blocks. So that cuts off the power, just like if the password was in wrong. So he hits that button, and nothing should happen. But, there's a big but here. We've got this here. When you hit that button, the T flip-flop will still work. And one of these will turn off, but you need both of them. So, say you're in here and you've got somebody standing outside, being a little creeper. They're trying to get in your bank, but it's locked. You see this is lit, and you're like, oh, open this. You hit this lever, and it'll open anyway. This lever wants to cooperate. I double hit the lever by accident. There we go. So, it'll be open, and then they can walk right in with no warning. Because they could be hiding around the corner. But, with this light being here, you can tell if the T flip-flop is on or not. Because if the light's on, there's power coming out here. Because one way goes to the switch, the other way goes to the indication beacon, as I like to call it. Because that's fancy. So, if that's on, you can turn it off before you unlock the door. So you can come up and take a peek without having to walk all the way back there. And also, say you have a staircase going down. That's how it was on my server with Zach here and a couple of other friends. We would go down, we had a bunch of chests in our bank vault. We didn't want people coming in behind us and killing us and stealing all of our riches. So you can lock it, and these buttons don't do anything because it's still just like the password is in wrong. And over here, this T flip-flop, I do suggest using this. You can use the RS NOR latch, but only use the RS NOR latch if you don't have sticky pistons. And slime balls can be a bit of a pain to get. But other than that, that's the video. Any last words, Zach?
No, I think you pretty much summed it up right there. Prepare for the next video. It will have much more advanced redstone physics in it.
Well, next video we'll get into what I will be calling the advanced redstone, and then after that we will get into the master redstone. And I will warn you, the master redstone will be about a 10 to 15 minute long video with one circuit, and I will not be building that circuit. That will be one I'll be getting off Minecraft forums, Minecraft wiki, something that I can actually get a circuit off of, pre-built, because we'll be discussing a calculator. And there's no way I can build that myself. I can do stuff like this. This might seem complicated, but it's really just a bunch of AND gates and a T flip-flop. So, keep practicing. Learn your redstone. Keep watching. Subscribe, like if you feel like it. Don't do anything if you don't. And see ya.
See ya.